Welcome to the Arclight Battery, your power source for all things Warcraft Rumble related. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I beat a level 27 red dungeon with my Maiev deck that has an average level of 25.1. So, before we get started, I just want to say thank you for being here. It means the world to me. With that, let's go ahead and get into the deck breakdown. So, you can see here we have a level 24 Maiev. We are running the Remorseless talent, though any of her talents are pretty solid. None of them are going to make or break this dungeon. And we're going to kind of speed through this a little bit. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, but it's kind of similar to the Tyrion and Jaina Diremaul guides that I've released. A lot of these units play the same role. For example, we have bandits. They're very solid at stunning bosses, adding poison damage, and more importantly, they get things to 70% health for 1 gold in the first boss encounter, so that they will start fighting enemies. Just fantastic. Safe pilot, claims treasure chests, good unbound damage, kills the healer on the third boss, or helps with it rather, and once again, gets things to 70% health for 3 gold on the first boss. Whelp eggs. These guys are fantastic, especially since they're unbound. We use these on the second boss to spawn eyes on top of the boss, and then use Quillbore to tank the boss. The eyes will pop the whelp eggs, and the whelps will get a bunch of free damage onto the boss. They also help get things, once again, to 70% health. They reduce the cost of Maiev by 1 when we play them. They're just overall fantastic. Quillbore is Quillbore. He does the same thing he does in every single other deck. He's so fantastic. He just distracts things. He tanks bosses. He points dangerous AoE units away from our footmen. He's fantastic. And then we have Execute with Bloodlust. Bloodlust isn't necessarily required for this at all. I don't think any of these talents are super required. This is just nice with our squad of footmen and maybe our bandits to get more poison stacks up, but it's really just for getting things to 70% health and helping take off the units that you can convert to your side on the third boss. It's really good at helping with that. And then last but not least, we have footmen. This is kind of a not so tanky team without footmen, and they're really good at pushing to the second tower in the second boss, though that map was pretty sloppy and you'll be able to see that in just a little bit, but they're not too terribly bad. I really like playing footmen. I think they're pretty fantastic in this dungeon. There's not a lot of elemental damage. I think the only thing is the second boss, the ogre mages, and a couple of things on the last boss, but generally everything is physical damage, so these guys are awesome. We're running the Shield Bash talent, but once again, you don't need talents for any of this. Honestly, all of these are just icing on the cake. So whatever you have, make sure you run it. With that, let's go ahead and get into the dungeons. We have Scroll of Renewal. Your leader heals 10% health every 5 seconds. Stormwind Commendation, deploying an alliance mini also summons a footman at your base. And Howling Warband, on death, your minis grant Bloodlust to nearby allies. We are going to go with Stormwind Commendation. We have Execute in our deck to give things Bloodlust, and we don't really care that our leader heals at all. And being able to summon extra footmen is going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into the first dungeon level. Alright, just as always, we'll go ahead and go over the map real quick. We've got a patrol over here, same here. We've got 2 towers, a gold vein, a treasure chest, and a treasure chest. And then Stomper Creek at the top. When something gets into melee range of him, he'll start doing an AoE spin. It does not hit flying units, and then he kind of just gets dizzy for a little bit, and then he'll start attacking again. The mechanic of the map, though, is to get units to 70% health, enemies, and they will start fighting each other. So we'll go ahead and do that. We will grab this from the treasure chest real quick, and then we will get these guys. Should get each other to 70% health. Yeah. Okay. We'll go ahead and execute so they start fighting each other. Execute's so good in this dungeon. We'll go ahead and drop footman here. We don't really care that this is dying. We'll get that tower maybe eventually. We'll go ahead and drop a safe pilot here. Get in on that ogre mage. We'll get this ogre mage tank with our Quillbore. And then get some whelp eggs here. Hopefully that'll save our footman a little bit of health, and then get a good push going. They'll fight each other. And then somehow our Maiev broke out of stealth, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. This should take care of this. then we're gonna... No, let's just have the Pious Bandits up here. That should be fine. She'll keep fighting that tower until she dies, which is totally fine. Then we'll be able to get this tower. We don't want this to have that gold. Maybe we can hit the Ogre Mage too. We could. That's awesome. Go ahead and execute here. That way they'll start fighting the tower. Get some whelp eggs here for our Ogre Mage friend. Now the tower should fight it, and it will fight the tower, which is pretty awesome. These guys, I think, can take this out. We'll have Maiev help them anyway. Yeah, okay. Get some gold here. Claiming treasure chest with the footman. Go ahead and kill this real quick with our safe pilot. And then we are on to getting ready to fight the boss. Yeah, this is totally fine. Go ahead and get more footmen here. We'll execute so they start fighting each other. We'll drop Kobold back here. This might have been a bad play because I think he's about ready to start spinning again, which will knock these guys out of stealth, unfortunately. Or the Ogre Mage will do that. Go ahead and drop Maiev back here. Get a little execute damage. The boss will start fighting this if these guys die, which doesn't look like they will, but that's okay. Warsong Grunts will take them out. Let's go ahead and drop whelp eggs here. Yep, they pop, and then whelp eggs get free damage, and that should be the map. Not too terribly bad. Let's look at our second relic choices. We have Militia Summons. Playing a Cycle Mini causes the next mini played to gain a level. Glitter Grinder 1500. Every third gold mine levels up your active minis. That's not bad. That's actually pretty solid. And then Tanks gain the Taunt ability. I think that Captain's Helm could be good, and Militia Summons is also pretty good. However, I've never played with this, and it seems pretty powerful, especially when we're running a bunch of squads, especially in our footmen, so giving them an extra level could be pretty solid. So we're going to go ahead and try that. So, we have 2 gold veins here, a gold vein here, Summoning Stone, a tower, and Imulthar. He does a cone attack, so just be careful with that. You can use Quillbore to tank him. But it's not too terrible. Quillbore is definitely tanky and resistant, so he'll be awesome against that. Whenever you summon a unit, for each unit in the squad, so like footmen, you'll summon 1 Eye of Imulthar, which will explode on contact. So there are some things you can do, especially with like whelp eggs on this boss, where you can summon them here, tank them with a Quillbore, and then the eyes will pop the eggs, destroying the eggs, and then they'll start attacking the boss, which is very solid. So we're going to go ahead and start. We'll push towards this right tower, and we'll get going. Don't really want that to happen already. I don't exactly want that. That's okay, actually. Okay, we're going to place these guys close to the tower and have them walk away. And then hopefully these eyes won't hit all of them. Maybe just the back one here. Back 1 or 2. That's not too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and place some whelp eggs. They don't all get popped. They will from the eyes. We're going to let that happen. We're going to get rid of this gold from our opponent. That way we can mine our own. Go ahead and tank this real quick. The Flame Burst should get the tower. Yeah. Perfect. And then we will go ahead and get this once they both start attacking it. Should be able to take that. And then let's see if we can get some levels on a couple things. Give him Bloodlust. I want to try and protect... Wait. Our Cobalt is not even looking at the gold. That's a little unfortunate for us, but that's okay. We'll wait to get another squad going of footmen before we try our level up talent. I think it'll still be pretty good, though. Nice. Alright. So, we'll let this cap, we'll play some footmen, and then we'll drop a kobold and see what sort of levels we can get. I know we're kind of low on, or lowly prioritizing the gold currently, but that's okay. We'll wait for this to explode because we don't want it to explode on our kobold. Then we'll do that. This should explode on the base. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Extra levels on minis. That's actually so solid. I really need Kobold to tank, but we kind of screwed that up a little bit. Get more kobolds going here. Get this to explode on the tower, hopefully, except our footman is kind of blocking him, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and drop these here. Those will kill the eggs and let them pop. Maiev here, this is a really good Maiev spot. No, we'll go ahead and protect this. Though it's not going to do a great job. That's okay. Let's go ahead and contest this. We don't want him to take that. We have shield bash, so we won't do a ton of damage, but the eyes will mess us up. Good grief. Okay, so we're about to go into overtime. This is a little sloppy. We need to be taking better advantage of gold on the map. However, we've just been trying to level up our squads because we picked that fun talent, or relic rather, so we'll see how it ends up. That does not one-shot Maiev, or an extra level, extra couple levels actually. Extra couple level Banshees. Okay, we need to actually put some damage on the boss. So let's get Whelpegs and Quillbore up there. We'll drop a Maiev. And then we'll Bloodlust everything. Well, our Maiev at least. And then we're just going to dump damage onto the boss. We should be fine. Those should explode, popping. We've got Maiev and an Execute. Really close, but that's okay. We could have played that like so much better just from a gold point of view, but it's kind of how you do it sloppily. So, our next route choices are Burrowing Banner. Deploying an Unbound Mini grants +1 levels to nearby allies. That's going to be fantastic for us. Primal Air. Your elemental minis shock their attackers, damaging them. Not too great. And then Necrology Robes. Summon 3 skeletons whenever you play a spell. We're definitely going with Burrowing Banner. The other two are not fantastic. So, let's go ahead and get into our last fight. Alright. Once again, we'll just kind of look over it real quick. We've got a couple of gold veins, a tower in the center, and 2 units on the left and right. We're going to try and take them at the same time, because once we kill them, they'll convert to our side and start walking towards the boss. We're going to use Unbound units and Execute to kill the healer in the back, and hopefully these 2 side units will both get to the boss simultaneously, and we will be able to kill him no problem. So, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So, now we're going to take this tower, and then we'll worry about taking these 2 at the same time. So, these guys should take care of this pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, drop some Whelpegs here. It's kind of unfortunate, but I'm wasting gold, and I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and get in on this Ogre Mage before he takes out our entire squad of footmen. We're going to have to execute, unfortunately. Okay, and then we'll wait a little bit on gold. We will think about taking both of these. So, we will drop Defias Bandits and our Kobold here. And then we will also drop Footmen. And then we are going to drop... Ooh, that's a lot of guys right there. Let's see if we can take them out. Then have Quillbore tank this. And Execute. And Safe Pilot. Not gonna quite get it. We might get it over here. That's okay. We can drop Whelp Eggs and get it. Okay. I don't know what took that out, to be completely honest. But something did. Okay, that's kind of bad that Huntress is holding us up, but it'll be okay, hopefully. Go ahead and get Maiev in the back, a Quillbore, a safe pilot. We're just leveling everything up right now. And then an Execute will come down and hopefully help finish this healer. Maiev should be able to take it out. Yep. And then we will drop Whelp Eggs to help here. This should kill the Huntress and start working on... Ooh, it did not kill the Huntress. That's unfortunate. That's okay, though. We really don't need this to regain its health. I would like to be able to capture it again, so we'll just have to wait and see. We'll get a Cobalt going here. Okay, now they have Curse of Exhaustion on them from this unit, which is fantastic. We'll drop a safe pilot here to help damage and to level up our footmen. And then we will drop a Maiev to level up our footmen, and the Whelp Eggs to level up our footmen. We get our unit back from the boss, and this should pretty much be game right now. Go ahead and execute. Give our new unit some Bloodlust action. And then a safe pilot. Nope, that's it. Alright, so that's how you do a red level dungeon with Maiev. So we get 150 gold and 420 Arclight energy. And then this did not upgrade to 30. That is a bug. It's only level 28 now. There you have it. There's the Maiev dungeon guide. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, please consider subscribing. It really does mean a lot. It really helps a small channel like mine grow. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to get back to every single one of you. And thank you so much for being here. Until next time, bye.